HOA Karen built a resort on my land, but she took the bait perfectly. I was sipping coffee on my porch when I noticed bulldozers tearing through the edge of my property. Confused, I rushed out barefoot, heart pounding. Workers were unloading materials, marking the ground. A tall man in a hard hat waved me off.
We're breaking ground for the new HOA community resort.
He said.
Pools, tennis courts, a clubhouse. It's gonna be amazing.
On my land? That's illegal, I exclaimed indignantly. He shrugged.
Look, buddy, I'm just following orders. Talk to the HOA. We've got permits.
Karen, the HOA president, pulled up in her luxury SUV like she owned the world.
We've repurposed the land for the greater good,
She announced, handing me a glossy brochure showing a full-blown resort with my backyard as the centerpiece.
This is going to raise everyone's property values.
You can't do this, I said.
We can. You never updated your deed after the boundary changes. We filed them months ago.
Little did she know, that was the bait. Months ago, after Karen kept pushing her weight around with new rules and fines, I suspected she'd try something big. So I hired a land surveyor and an attorney to document everything. Then, I quietly filed a property trap, an easement freeze that made any new construction on my land a legal dead end. If they stepped out of bounds, it would all collapse. And they stepped way out. Within a week, the HOA had cleared trees, poured cement, and even built a steel frame for a future pool house. Karen held a ribbon-cutting ceremony with board members, acting like a local celebrity. Meanwhile, I kept documenting. Then came the day I walked into the county clerk's office with a full folder. Photos, deeds, drone footage, survey maps. The clerk looked stunned.
They're building a resort on your land?
Exactly, I said. And now it's time to pull the trap. A cease and desist was issued immediately. Construction halted. Karen was furious.
You tricked us.
She screamed at the emergency HOA meeting. I gave you every chance, I replied. You built a resort on private land. And now I own everything on it. Materials, foundation, even the steel frames. They're mine.
You won't get away with this.
She hissed. Oh, and one more thing, I said, pulling out a flash drive. Your emails to the contractor? I have those too. You knew the boundaries were questionable. You even said, he'll never notice in time. That's intentional fraud. The HOA board stared at her in silence. Then someone said,
I motion to remove Karen as president.
It passed unanimously. 2 months later, Karen's house went up for sale. The resort skeleton still stood, half demolished and fenced a fawn. Expensive reminder of her arrogance. As for me, I turned the land into a peaceful nature walk and charged the HOA rent if anyone wanted access. Karen took the bait, and I made sure the hook stuck.